Hello everyone, my name is Ushna and I'm here to share my placement experience with everyone. For my placement, I worked at Gordon Food Service. The location was Milton, Ontario. My immediate supervisor was Letitia Rowley, and here is the link to the website. I worked remotely during this placement. How I secured my placement at Gordon Food Service. I would say that was mainly through networking and communication. While I was struggling to find my placement, I reached out to Travis for some help, and he connected me with some wonderful connections in the industry. One of them was Christina, who was the head at Gordon Food Service, and Christina got me connected to Letitia. Letitia and I had a meeting, and she thought I would be a good fit in the company for a student, and she did have some projects in mind for myself. What were my placement responsibilities? So my primary responsibility was to learn and understand cycle menu management, and I was working on the nutrition in disguise project. Nutrition in disguise project was recipes which were nutritionally dense as well as very tasty for the residents. So my duty was to put all the nutrition in disguise recipes onto cycle menu management ready for CMM customers to use them. Besides working on cycle menu management, my job was also to market those recipes to cycle menu management and non-cycle menu management users. For this, I was asked to design pamphlets and magazines onto Canva in order to market them so people would know the recipes are ready for use. So these are the two pamphlets that I developed with a direct link to the recipes, and they were both designed on Canva. The link is mentioned below. Besides working on the project and marketing them, I also had an opportunity to attend the national sales meeting with other employees. One of the sales meeting conducted was all about LinkedIn. One of the few topics that caught my attention was global best times to post on LinkedIn. So as you can see here, the professional did mention that Wednesday are the best days to post, and on Wednesday, 3 p.m. is the best time to post. Whereas if you see Sunday, it seems to be the worst day. Personally, I would think that Sunday would be the best day considering everybody is at home and using their phones more than they would on a usual Monday to Friday. But that turns out that's not the case. So, yeah, these insightful information were shared during the session. Besides this, they also spoke about how photography really matters when someone is posting things on LinkedIn. So, things like warmth of the image, the sharpness, the angle, the light, and all of these important things that you would need to learn when you have your when the company posts their images on LinkedIn. So combine together the best time and a good quality image, it can really make a difference, is what we learned in the meeting. Besides these three things, I also had an opportunity to attend vendor meetings. Vendor meetings was when the vendors sent out food products to try and taste and give them feedback on the same, and to see if we could include that in the GFS ingredient list. So one of the vendor meetings I attended was from the brand called Cake It, and they sent us cake products. On the left is a maple syrup cake, and on the right, on the top, is the cheesecake. So I was asked to taste these products, write an elaborate feedback, and also include ways these products could be used in different recipes, keeping in mind it would be used in long-term care facilities. Coming to the 5 goals of placement, my number one goal, as it states here, was to work with a food manufacturer. So my reflection on it is, although I did not work with a food manufacturer, I did create menus on cycle menu management and keeping in mind the preferences of the customers and clients. So I would consider this goal as a success. Second goal was to work as a primary food handler. This would be a missed opportunity as I did not physically work in a manufacturing plant. My third goal was to behave ethically at all times, and throughout my placement, I have showcased this skill to the utmost by supporting all my co-workers in meeting deadlines. I have also been appreciated for the transparency I have maintained throughout my placement, especially when you're working in a remote environment. That is really important. My fourth placement was to ensure a smooth inflow and outflow inventory. Although I did not manage to do this practically during this placement, but I have learned it theoretically for sure. This placement, although it was in a remote setting, I learned it theoretically, and in the future, I'm confident to execute these skills. And my last goal was to make sure that the population eats right and does not ever compromise on taste. So while I was working on the nutrition and disguised recipes, this list has been checked marked as the recipes that are onto CMM are for LTC customers and non-customers. The taste is top notch and there is no compromise in the nutritional content of these recipes. I strongly believe learning and working on these recipes has been a highlight of my placement. How the placement opportunity has influenced my decision. Since I have learned the importance and basic use of cycle menu management, like creating recipes, coding recipes for texture modification, and assessing production reports, I aim to continue working on the software to learn more about costing and ingredient ordering. My goal to work as product developer remains constant. To achieve my goals, I have advanced my professional skill set by learning the software. This will assist in developing recipes, ordering ingredients, deciding portion yield, ingredient unit, and portion sizes, calculating costing, and much more. This placement has enhanced my ability to perform efficiently as a recipe developer. Two recommendations I would like to give someone is to communicate efficiently when working at Gordon Food Service. And the other one would be to have an open mind because you will get an opportunity to work in all the different streams of the company, which is a great learning experience. And my final words are uh, that my set aim and objective for this placement was to learn something new. Although 6 weeks is too less, but I did manage to learn the software, and I'm on a path to continue gaining expertise within the gaining expertise and learning everything about the software. As I mentioned earlier, I did get the placement because of networking and communication. While I was looking for potential placement opportunities, I got in touch with a company who at that time was unable to accommodate my placement needs. But because of the networking and communication, they reached out to me later, and now I work with them as a contractor. Lastly, I would like to say a big thank you to Travis for getting me connected with these people. So I got a lovely opportunity to work with Gordon Food Service. Thank you.